Okay, welcome back. A discussion period on the active morning discussion, the big discussion. Any day, bro, and Anope on the morning show. Fabia entertainment updates every. But before that, Johnson Jala Porter at the sports updates every. That was I share the active morning show on active TV. My name is Ejenim Boaten. J Clement Ewaha still you better in Komo Afa in Sama Ekoso Ghana Sanabedikan kind teachers have declared strike. Internal public schools now there's no teaching and learning going on there because a year a teacher foku miensa a teacher foku miensa a year NAGRAT and a CCT omu strike. Adding to more striker, you share emu in some. You say we had deputy PRO for a year Ministry of Education, a year NS Akosa near the Natri in Komo. But then my main show the entire teachers no was strike. Or say 3 teacher unions, NAGRAT and CCT have declared a nationwide strike over the appointment of a banker as a Director General of the Ghana Education Service. The industrial action takes effect today from November 4, 2022 until further notice. Addressing the media, the president of NAT, Isaac Owusu, stated that since the inception of the Ghana Education Service, 17 Director Generals have been appointed and all of them were educationists. As such, the appointment of Dr. Eric Inkansa as the Director General defies the norm. Again, the extension of the contract of lawyer Anthony Boateng for the 3rd time is unacceptable because there are many directors in queue to occupy that position. Last month, the teacher unions expressed their unhappiness and unwillingness to work with the new Director General and called on government to rescind his decision. According to the teacher unions, failure of the president to revoke Dr. Inkansa's appointment will lead to an industrial action on November 4, 2022. And since President Kufuor is unmoved by their threats, the unions have officially acted on their words. Last Friday, and a year teachers no a declare strike no yen could teachers no embra omo year press conference omo declare strike action no
kasa e use sika afọ mo committee aye say you know basically the unity sunset when na dey to dwa say Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education omo be hwe they are correct standard we na some of the said your also ethnicity as dream our Ghana Education Service dia in the omotion na almost solve staff problems but me declare the strike and then a year 4th November 2020 year 2 year members in 2022 4th November 2022 year members in NAT members, NAGRAT members, NCCT Ghana members said, "Say, Samoti Enia, move for me, move free school, and go to the Ya declare an industrial action beginning 4th November 2022 until further notice."
Okay, and see, that was last Friday. Teachers now declare strike action. So as it stands now, teachers are on strike at all the pre-tertiary levels, and also at the tertiary level, UTAG, any other university tertiary teacher unions need be brina will strike, and also so a lot of things happening in the education sector. Clement, strike action, industrial action. Way it's not about salaries, it's not about wages, it's not about cola. Way it's about an appointment that has been made by the president, that is Dr. Inkansa, appointed as the Director General of GES. Teachers say, or a banker, and you don't want him.
Again, looking at situations now in the country, I think it would be more prudent to say, and can do or understand the dynamics as far as teaching and learning as far as anything education is concerned. Because you and I know, as I sit here now, now you can't hear me say, "Men go head agric and as any department in agric which doesn't fall." Though ebia make us say be OGHS, ebia we should more about agric, but that doesn't qualify me. It doesn't give me that necessary requirement. And say you be pushing me to a certain sector via me need knowledge about it. Same thing applies to Nana's appointment as far as Dr. Nkansa is concerned. Yes, of course, a man who teaching Nekakana, he has tasted and knows how it is. But you see, a non-qualifying absolutely say, Ome Hede, and I say, Ome the whole Ghana Education Service Director. Oshe Professor Kwesupuku Mankwano office now. He qualified and obey Jumano. So if Nana feels he say Nejumano obey, it's enough. So he should step aside for somebody to come in and ask somebody to take over. Then it should be somebody when we talk about education, what he has here.
They are saying say ever since I started Ghana Education Service. Okay, my main core so we'll discuss that. My main noted it down. NS akosa PR Deputy PR Ministry of Education or yes I can our so my main train come and NOP over the strike action. NS what's the main good morning. Apomo saying.
Yeah, good morning.
And weekend Nico saying.
Weekend it's full of engagements and full of deliberations on the teachers' strike.
Anopa message aminya on my phone so me sorry anopa no bi say adena my high ma teachers na akọ strike. Hello.
What's mean?
Me ton kapa question me say adena my high ama teachers no akọ strike finally.
Better was a kwenya de ama me what feed the cases and Ghana for my bre it's you na hemo and anopa. Namaka says strike there in any institution as agency biano and now within the labor fronts in there we are legitimate right at a point in time no employee if he said no maybe enquire or me and back up. There could be demonstration, it could be press conference, it could be strike on the editing and office of the articulate of drama home the legitimate concern. See they're not now 37 unions so no actually we take it last Friday no. We saw everything coming, but I will say, no matter what, we need for a day or two and resolve it. Before the 4th of November, alternative nominee, I was so engaged, but unfortunately, no still they went ahead to declare nationwide strike. And if you are now so on Labour Ministry, so I stand invitation to your leadership. So now the major stakeholders, so they had a very healthy discussion about the meeting ended inconclusively in the sense no go on and cover group and you know we gave ourselves up to and by 2 p.m. no parties in the best about the tenacity and with the way for it. But we are much confident and more than resolved say they will find amicable solution to the impasse.
Okay, but before the appointment of Dr. Nkansa as the Director General, Moye board consultation, did you meet with this teacher unions for and what was their response?
We appreciate the contribution of teacher unions. And what you said, you may general manager. So my can't so that is as a minister, I say president appointing minister.
But they are stakeholders. They are stakeholders.
No, they are stakeholders. But nowhere is it stated in the law. So if you want to appoint director general of Ghana Education, you go and consult with the teacher unions. No, it doesn't work like that. But just that we have certain laid down procedures. If a be our abuse to be and they do our side step, that one is they can take you on. And see, one of the steps now, they are all thinking, engineers or so we take care of which they have that legitimate concern, so we raise it. We appreciate it. We admit it, say, we are no more, and now we are engaging with them. Say, why we and a ministry, first of all, why we are not saying the PCU. It's a say, maybe Kaka is about close to them. They are resolve issues now.
But Mr. Kosa, Obedia to say Embra GS Ejuma Eshase Ghana. We've had 17 director generals, 17 of them. Omujina educationists. Why didn't you people keep the norm this time around?
Now it's quite unfortunate to say, I said there's this information within the public domain. Say, I can cancel a banker. Pay a banker Juma 4 years. No, actually, 8 years. Yeah, you know, say target.
Or a trained teacher.
No, but the trained teacher doesn't come in. Professor Miyakovi wasn't a trained teacher.
No, but the question is Dr. Nkasa, is it a trained teacher?
No, but there's no law also a trained teacher. Son of a director general.
But that is the teachers.
No, but it's not clear. It's not explicit. So before you could be appointed as a director general of Ghana Education Service, you know, also be a teacher. Why education? Oh, you system and that is not the position of the law. But the academy now is based on convention. So
based on the convention that you just talked about, you know, and if we had 17 director generals who are educationists, why don't we maintain the status quo?
No, they should understand. Maybe I will read this after educationists and those also coming from academia. And we have academia and educationists. It's an academia, no. Or what about so academia? What Tradia, I was more argument in the room, and you know that's straightforward. As and you're so convincing. Because the part so Tradia university. And what's up education ministry, as our director of tertiary. And yeah, Juma almost striking issues about most of all the tertiary institutions across the country, or not that they are engaging home and nobody guitar. It is why people also will be track record proving integrity and I said, yeah, when the requisite qualification of me, I had the Ghana.
Are you saying you said the teacher unions no name Dr. Nkasa?
Oh, they know him very well. 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 That is why we are still engaging them. And I don't want us to go to the nitty-gritty of it, but I'll plead with the parents and the guardians and they say, Minister of Education, Nick Penny said, and fee or duly.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. But me say another issue I'm raising here, one lawyer, Anthony Boateng, almost at the time I saw, but his contract has been renewed 3 times.
And of course, those issues will be resolved. Because they are, and the issues that are raising will find a lasting solution to them. And they are, I think there could be, we should get to a certain common ground, we need to resolve issues. Once we manage to drag it, we just a mere appointment, say, no, I don't think it's something that we have to drag the issue.
Our kids, our school children are in school without teachers. Ministry of Education, then I'm how to manage the situation.
Because there has been a public declaration by the teacher unions in itself, among church forum, so that is why I say the head teachers in they are also around.
Okay.
The head teachers, they had masters in there, and that's a head mistresses there. They'll be more around. It's, we are still engaging them. And because say, and then after 2 p.m. deliberations and engagements in a new South to us, so that I'll be in the better position to explain most of the issues that are raising.
Okay, so I'll come over to you tomorrow. After the meeting, 2 p.m. no, you better once the morning show. Okay, but that's it. NS Akosa, Deputy PRM, Ministry of Education. I mean, one thing I like about this man is anytime you call him, no matter what, he will talk to us. Clement, I'll say yes. There have been concerns raised by the teachers, by the teacher unions. But the point is that when you are making an appointment, when your boss is making an appointment, he doesn't need to consult you.
The problem, it's not on active bite and on past 6:30. This is what I will be doing. GS for issue, any doctor and cancer issue, any another appointment issue. And I am preamble. Who is the highest rank in the Ghana Education Service? TNA. The Director General of Ghana Education Service and the highest rank. Now listen. Going by the scheme of service for Ghana Education Service, it is the most senior rank in the Ghana Education Service. they are appointed upon the recommendation of the Ghana Education Service Council to serve for a term of 4 years by the President of Ghana. Ubisa no question, or say the President doesn't need whether an approval or I've forgotten the word we issue here.
Seek permission and I say the input of the teacher unions
before.
Okay.
So the question is what I'm going to say.
Ghana Education
appointed upon the recommendation of the Ghana Education
Service Council.
Correct.
So let's look for those who constitute the Ghana Education Service
Council.
Council.
That is why I was saying and you ever heard the preamble.
Yes.
And now we go more into it. So
but the point is that yes, but the point is that the Ghana Education Service Council I have not read those who consider but I'm very sure the teacher unions will have a representation on the council.
They are part. They should be part.
Sure.
But they should be part.
They should be part.
Now, if you maybe say Dr. Nkansa appointment, was it by the recommendation of the Ghana Education Service Council? Year one. Now let's read this. Who qualifies to be the director of education? Now, a minimum of 15 years post first degree relevant work experience. Okachire say
Dr. Nkansa Yejuma 4 years as a banker. 8 years as a teacher.
So Kabum, how many years?
12 years.
The interview producer Kakreya Kipu Mami. Kipu PR the interview no mami. It's a video no about. So this is giving us a minimum of 15 years post first degree relevant work experience. We are having 8 plus 4 is saying 12. So it's not up to the 15 years. So that is combined though. And you're up to 15 years.
15 years.
We education in it is 8 years. We in a bank and so it is 4 years and together it is not up to 15 years. Now 5 years of which must be in a senior management position in education management.
So which I don't quite the 5 years. I don't know when he was appointed as the director of tertiary. According to Akosano.
Correct.
Dr. Nkansa is director of tertiary at the Ministry of Education.
So it's supposed to be 5 years as a senior management position in education.
So director of tertiary, senior management, but
correct.
We don't
whether
know
5 years. So if 5 years there,
that is true.
Then no problem. But even if say a 5 years, then you take a look at the 15 years post first degree relevant work experience.
Sure.
I want to swear. So there are two things involved. And only that or say certification as a professional teacher. Certification as a professional teacher in good standing and membership of a professional education body would be an advantage. And also, but I know the concrete say whether it should be or it, but I say it should be an advantage. So questions and come to it say upon all the people
now. So Osteti saw a trained teacher. He studied here so a trained teacher.
So offer Nema bear 4, 5 between 3 and 5 we now. It is only one, that is the 5 years of which must be in the senior management. Any end to me who say director of a secondary, whether was 5 and also was 7 more than 5 and also was 7 less than 5. So you be the end of it. So one, the 15 years, of a short war.
Sure.
And then as to whether say the recommendation was made by the Ghana Education Service Council, we don't know. But I am sure, say though I stand to be corrected. If indeed the recommendation was made by the Ghana Education Service Council, and there is no way these teachers
will declare a strike action.
You get it? So, appointment, I think there are a whole lot about it. We must sit and then go into it well for the people to answer. So, me also say, well, some of the claims in here, teacher unions, whoever is involved, call it for. Say Nana shouldn't bring somebody like this. What do we in actual sense? Adentina Obi a banker. Who say Obi say a PR or say banker no for just 4 years, blah 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 blah. Obi a banker. Are they telling us say we have nobody in the education sector or more qualified with the relevant skills than Dr. Nkansa. I believe and I know there are people there. Because as far as the education area concerned, no, there are people or more the masters, the degree, the MPhil, the PhDs, whatever. Or master teaching him for so many years and they are still in it. But none of them any appointee rather than somebody he's just hovering around. I'm not saying he doesn't have the knowledge. That top-notch people now, they should be appointed. No, Dr. Nkansa doesn't meet some of them their standard, because Okasa will lining up all those people you see, Senkiyenya not for ni bini nagat for ni bini any omodi in common anka. Omu some of the names, some of the people, and the qualification and how we must serve at the Ghana Education Service and the higher institutions and you then understand them, say yes, of course. If they are calling, say Dr. Nkansa or Mumpena, and you understand. It is simple.
Sure.
It is very simple and clear. Say somebody or no year banker, though our experience as a teacher. Say it's already a whole GS and him. Whilst I know and I believe, say there are people there. As far as this particular position here concerned, and you put two certain things into consideration, and I'm sure, say, with this appointment, there are laid down rules to be leading to this appointment. There are people there. I believe they are more qualified than Dr. Nkansa. So
okay.
How come Dr. Nkansa was?
So let me read a story on the GES Council. No, that was it's on coverghana.com GH, and I want to be sure. Okay, so January 15, 2022, Ghana Education Service Council members. The Minister of Education, Dr. Yawase Chuma, has inaugurated 12 council members of the Ghana Education Service.
And don't forget that they are the members that was making the recommendation for the Director General. Correct.
So the council member inaugurated by the minister on Thursday, 13th January 2022, will be chaired by Mr. Michael Kenneth Insua. The minister called on members to brief their you mentioned so governing body of the education service has its membership drawn from various institutions, including
screenshot of that way.
Mesendo link, so that you can do justice to that. We have the West African Examination Council, WAEC, the National Schools Inspectorate Authority, NASIA, Ghana, the National Teaching Council, NTC, the National Council for Curriculum and Assessments, the teacher unions, the Ministry of Education, the local government service, the faith-based organization, the non-teaching staff of the GES too. That is that. In fact,
so just like you said,
in fact, this list gives us the name of those who are on the board.
Correct.
We check Ministry of Education. It is the chief director. I want to get the name. Okay. So teacher unions, Reverend Pa. Right Reverend Pa Solomon Grant El Sufi on our Oka a year council. So clearly, Ochna, if I'm talking to him, and we'll follow what will happen today, was it 2 p.m. they are meeting. So we'll be looking at appointments, the council, did they approve it? What went into the approval? And mind you, you say the president may appoint in the consultation of the Council of State, but then if presidents are making appointments, I don't see the Council of State. The Council of State wouldn't even say that President Yempewi. That one there.
The GS Council.
I'm even using the general terms. But anyway, I don't want us to drag on this. I'll say 2 p.m. or chance but over the weekend demo echo so Kumi Preko Reloaded which was organized by a lawyer Martin Bebu. The number was not encouraging though, but in Kofoka say one person can even do a demonstration. But then so far the hundreds of people were attended the demonstration. It should say things are not going on in the country. Yeah, I'm share some of the excerpts from the demonstration. Then let's come back and see if we can speak to lawyer Martin Bebu.
And now with the force in the and now I'm going to turn 23 Ghana cedis. 49 pesos. One gallon of fuel. Pay 105 Ghana cedis. 705 pesos. Driver, Jamaica peso. You are top fuel 100 gallons. Pay 1,400, 7,400, 700. 1 cedis, 50 pesos. And that 10,570. 50 pesos, 700 gallons. Take a record of one of us.
Okay, so Yabarima na no video no. Yabarima so be kaya dey nti ono Nancy Okasa wo TV so anaso call demonstration crack calipo ni say. Say video na na trend and na do no calipo no. Ono ni na do na nam. Tama no mo drivers for change no.
Oh, okay.
Ono no ni na do na ma unko ras to bi mu a.
Ma calipo be short you kru ma.
Okoto calipo no and
you know say nana body
nana huni pa ya Oberima ono de every day bi obenya akonya bi opagana for cho say o ma yekonom calipo enti come preku reloaded Clement. People are also saying say I know people are report say the demo was a flop. Do you agree?
People the way amanfo hu enema no is different. Whether say it was a flop, it wasn't a flop, whether it was successful or wasn't successful. Me namfo for kakra bia and then some security personnel bia omuta afraid we show so some of them me bo mudi an obi hu omo. Omukobi. And omuchemu say why they went for the demonstration they were able to achieve because I saw it on BBC as well. I saw the demonstration on BBC. BBC reported on it. So to them, Omu page you have fixed the country for pages. I even saw it on TikTok as well. Omu hail the demonstration. Say BBC at the demonstration is going far and all that. And once BBC even at the end of the day, it means that the whole world has come to the known. So now, Omu ankasa no Omu ya at the end to them. They've been able to achieve what they wanted to, the message they wanted to put across. You see, it doesn't have to do with millions of people gathering. And I bet you say at the end of the year, millions of people can gather. But if the message, it won't make any sense. So to the demonstrators, to whoever organized, to the organizers of this demonstration, message now they wanted to put across, they were able to do. So to them, Adieno Oma achieve. And maybe share on the screens, though I wasn't there, maybe on the screens and how the people now gather how they were giving their messages and all that. And to me, I saw it was on the right course. I saw it Adieno Omo you Ebimu Kasa now share how Omo Dimina City. You could tell say yes, of course. At the end, what they wanted to do, no one or my So whether people will see it to be a flop, and only the opinion, anyhow, but to me, it was successful, and the message they wanted to put across for the world to hear, no. So
okay, so yeah, say any lawyer Bebu Ebekasa, but only me producer Kasa, also say we record in there on person contempt ebechino, and see Abia Ochna, but yeah, time na yeah, so we have less than 4 minutes to end the show. And Saturday, Hogo Chuchuza, Ewa Ngologa, Vice President Eko Ho, na Embra or Kasano. This is what happened there.
Fantastic festival, and we are so happy to be part of it. Once again, I'd like to thank Otufo Osechitu, the Kwehune, and Judgement-free for this invitation of us to come. God bless the Anglo State. God bless all of us, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much. Fantastic festival, and we are so happy to be part of it. Once again, I'd like to thank Otufo Osechitu, the Kwehune, and Judgement-free for this invitation of us to come. God bless the Anglo State. God bless all of us, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is what happened there last Saturday. Clement, is it becoming one too many? As I see, I know when the president appears somewhere or the vice president are, people boo them.
You see, the baby, how hardship now, people are beginning to see the president and his vice to be irrelevant. They are irrelevant. People are seeing them to be irresponsible and insensitive because they cannot cope, and I say they cannot do what is expected of them to do. Now, people are fed up. And now I make kind of push to BC say I 3-1. And I don't go for I get 3 and about me I 1. I 3-1, and it will go on and on and on and on. If they don't come out and tell Ghanaians something tangible, idea a bit warming heart, a bit calming down tempers, rather than we share some of the answers and another than Kufuado now of late. What shall I say? They remember some questions you been here. You see, I'm a man for already crisis now abandoning in ano. I'm a man for your margin, so move come margin. That is how come I say every month to be a demonstration. Every month to be a demonstration. The people are so furious because of the current economic crisis.
But this demonstration, you know, it was born out of anger. Martin Pebu, President Hoka say if say me yamukwana montoma NPB and I think that is what gingered him because already now Martin Pebu there nanka or cassette aban say they are not doing very well. But anyway, demonstration but Clement, is it a safe haven for our politicians? As you know, people are getting rationalized. People are understanding certain things. Every day, many Ivan catch and say, it will take time, but surely we will get there. A time will come, people will rise to the occasion.
Correct.
And they will come at our political leaders. Are we getting there?
Sure. Gradually, we are almost there. And an operational who monitor active biter. Now me book video be Professor Lochotino Lumumba, Kenya School of Law Director. Video be about any video being so Canada, Japan, as in Biso Hokan or GTV. Anna Professor Otino Lumumba Nidiano. No, because now Africa, a man for a system, so they are beginning to ask legitimate questions. And now, Okase, we have come to understand, say, the leadership of Africa, corruption, abe cancer. So now over Ghana, now we understand, say, corruption, on the part of leaders, na be to say cancer, I be part and parcel of them. Okay, baby, to say leaders do not mean well for the citizenry.
Sure.
Now, yaba beti asiye, Ghana say, yempenimfo no mudi anim no. Enye o man ni ye di anase nipa ni ye di no mo pe. Everything is about them. Okay, ya be see say typical example say adentina there are so many hospitals in Africa. There were doctors, there were nurses, there were health professionals, but your leaders they fly out of the country. Adentina Ghana your hospitals and so you're paying for your because omunim say they can't rely on the health facilities. Meanwhile, they are the very same people they have to provide the necessary equipment, couple the doctors and the nurses so that they can work well.
Sure.
Adentina your Africa and I say Ghana. Now you're paying for emfa omuma. Enco school, meanwhile, you have free education. Because someone said the system is so bad.
Correct. But we are looking at a Ghana Education Service appointments extensively on the morning show tomorrow. We pray say and then meet your teachers in the corner or morning before the corner. It will the turnout and I said the turnout will be very good one for us so that the teachers can go back to the classroom. But let me read a message that Ubia said about say the poor turnout at the demo signifies one or two things. People are hungry, but they also see through the lies and manipulations of political actors who would want to take advantage of the situation to finish us kwata. People also understand the global nature of the problem. We also see that most of the problems have been compounded by evil actors in our market and politics. Lastly, we understand that the solution is not machoism and choboy, or even a change in leadership, but a collective and concerted effort from everyone. Thinker Yunus or say, I don't think asking them for resignation is the best way, and that can happen in Africa. They should have been hammering on them to set up and change things for the better. The NDC stomach politicians are always making noise in this country. Yes, we admit that the system is hard, but we shouldn't forget that it is globally, not only in Ghana here. Bless and bless. Thank you for your message. Akati Samuel or say one thing is that Akufo-Addo, the corrupt leader in Ghana, is a president who doesn't know anything about being a president. He thinks he can, but instead of humbling himself and learn the things he know, see, hey, message here. Okay, Mami Fensia, message number clear. Claire, this is we can
yeah, me chat one say. Lumumba say, and the course of Africa United is not going on well because the leadership is corrupt. Ghana is part of Africa. Ghana and your baby say. And is it because the leadership is correct? And then Honorable Kennedy Japan say all the rich politicians are thieves. So we are Ghana. Now we are having these two people. Omoka say rich politicians are thieves and leadership are corrupt. We are Ghana. How do you deduce this? It simply means that is the reason why India or my Ghana, the country is not developing because the leaders do not think about the country. When they are coming into power, like Kennedy Japan said, they come with one shoe. Shoe are array. But when they are going out, they go with mansions. Okay. We have to eliminate those thieves. Sure.
On that note, we'll end the show this morning. This coming Thursday, the focus will be on Amasaman constituency elections, which will be coming off. They'll be electing their new executives. We'll be bringing you an extensive coverage on that event. And Tipomodian say Active TV. We hope we can get some of them to talk to before the election day. But then. For us here on the Active Morning Show, we've endorsed Bibi, Mohammed Mutaru Bakuri, as the incoming organizer, constituency organizer for the NDC in the Amasaman constituency. You say, Oka Maria, na me o ye fie nipa nti ehun ya say ye be tie ni chi nti amasa manfo nyina mo ma 93% votes 93% votes from BB other contestants and the omo fire ho mo am contest other positions nyina ye ma good luck
sure
but
sure.
BB there
because when you a good organizer,
I tell you
the whole administration
that is it.
You need a good organizer.
Ocha you say yeah some can be bia yeah no na twetwe nkomo Ocha no pa on the morning show. Okay, inti meda was Clement meda na no pa ono bebie dwumadie no ano ma yen Moses too sweet Daniel munyina meda was say mobo ama dwumadie no call so we are the entertainment updates Sansona Johnson John Laporta discourse updates Bray nyame adoma ochena so ABC in Konya. Remember not to do what you not like your neighbors to find out. Stay active and see beyond. Makramo.